Is it?
Yes,
I mean,
we're
the
live.
intro
What
isn't
is going
working.
on?
The intro isn't working.
That's
That's not my fault. I'm clicking the buttons.
Bubble of Evil.
Bubble of evil. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't work.
probably.
Tried twice. Doesn't work. We're live. But yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Hi
No
everybody. Hi Shakur. Hi Niels.
Hey, chat. Welcome to this chaos episode.
Apparently.
All the-
All the intros.
Well, I have a brand new computer, more or less, that Aginor built for me. So
But this wasn't a computer. This was StreamYard, I think. I
we're
hope.
blaming StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the computer. The new computer is too awesome for StreamYard. Liquid cooling and all that.
Oh, fancy.
The Trollocs are not gone. They're hiding. We just
Yeah.
can't find them.
Just shrunk them, running around. Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome. How are we all doing?
It's dark outside.
It's
Yeah.
dark. It's like Halloween week. We
Yeah.
did a Halloween episode last time, and yesterday was like American Halloween on the 31st, and Sweden, it's All Saints Day on Saturday.
Well, it's All Saints in Germany now, today.
Oh, okay.
It's always the 1st of November.
Oh, yes. It is in France too.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
So it's like 1.5 weeks of just spooky stuff.
Yeah.
So I know, Camille, you said last week that you're not into the horror stuff that much, but have you done any Halloween celebrations?
No, the only Halloween thing that I've done was last week on the stream, and that was the only thing. And yesterday there were actually like children hitting on my door and my window, and I didn't open because I completely forgot to buy anything. So I didn't have any candy and whatever. I was not gonna open. Fuck that. Anyway. Poor kids.
Yeah.
How about you, Roger? Have you?
I was working, but my niece and her son, they were celebrating, and captured my mom to celebrate with them, even though, well, she always participates. She always buys candy for the kids in the neighborhood when they come, ringing the bells and knocking on the door. But yeah, she's straight Catholic, so that's a stretch for her. So, but she's doing it for the kids.
Yeah, I've been like mostly working from home this week, so I had just different sort of horror shows in the background while working. So I've been binging like Van Helsing, Fall at the House of Usher, Nightmare Before Christmas yesterday. So that's
Van Helsing show or the movie?
Oh no, the show. I'm
The show.
on season 5, so it's like, I need to finish this now. I've been watching it for ages, just on and off.
Our Keeper of Chronicles in the show as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Jennifer Garcia is in it, so.
And I think one of the stunt women I was hoping to become an IEL, but she is in retirement and only does courses, I think, was one of the stunt crew for Van Helsing. Michelle C. Smith? Michelle C. Smith? She has done some light sword, lightsaber routines.
I think we talked about her before.
Yeah, she's awesome. Very good at stuff spinning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, is she the one like the blonde who does all the?
No, she's red hair. Blonde is someone who Ruth Mrs. Leia mentioned on this year on the last 3-4 Talk episode.
Oh, okay.
Manomela, okay.
Right. Was that an echo? No.
No.
No? Okay.
Only goes.
So yeah, what else has been going on? Like yesterday was the last day of October and also the last day of Whattober. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so thank you everyone who's been participating. I know some people managed to actually more or less put up something every day, like
Nice.
I think Spud Monkey and Sarane as well, both like artwork and writing, and Dragonmont they've been posting like TikToks and stuff. So thank you all who participated, and I'm really looking forward to next year. I've been really lazy this year. Zukon has been doing most of the work, so kudos to him for getting us through October. But it's been fun. It's nice to see. You get inspired, at least.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creativity. So
Yeah.
it's pretty
I
good.
think I only did the first day, the hawk one.
All right. Yeah, I think I managed 6, 7, maybe 5, 6, something like that. I only finished 2 pieces, I think. That was like rough sketches.
Yeah.
I'll try to do better next year. And yesterday was also the last day for the Prague Shakespeare Company annual like fundraiser.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there is quite a lot of money, I think. But if you still want to contribute and missed it, then we have a link in the description below, and you can just go to their webpage, and they accept like donations all year round. So if you want to check them out. Anything else that's been going on? Do we have has anything like Wheel of Time related happened, or?
I mean, apparently they finished filming in Prague, so they wrapped up.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So we got a few pictures from the wrapped up parties, I guess. Apparently they still have some filming to do in South Africa, according to what series. So I'm excited about that. It feels like it's very short after the release of the end of the release of the second season. So I'm quite enthusiastic about that. Yeah.
So like Priyanka posted her being on a plane home. Alexander plays Tom posted it like, thank you for this time. Oh yeah. I just love this picture.
Yeah.
Tired Trollocs.
Tired Trollocs. Trollocs need rest too.
Yeah.
It's it feels more like those Alcoholic Anonymous. I don't know what's the English like.
AA meeting.
Yes, those AA meetings, but for Trollocs.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Hi,
Yeah,
I'm
this one, second one to the right. He's gone through some rough shit.
Right?
Yeah.
The one next to him too.
He had a hard day.
Yeah.
Like,
look at those ribs. Or, I mean,
I've got to think about making decisions in my life.
sad troll. Aw. We just want some like to be pets.
But imagine having to film only for a few hours in these costumes. That must be exhausting.
Yeah.
Sweat everywhere.
Yeah. And do we think Priyanka did us a favor again and accidentally revealed the casting? There was one picture
Isabella Bucari, apparently.
With maybe an actress seems to be having Asian background.
Oh, I don't remember about that. I know she posted a picture with Isabella Buccheri, which who is suggested to be playing Fail.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
But she deleted the picture since then.
Okay. Classic Priyanka.
Classic Priyanka. Yeah, no, you
can't see that.
Yeah.
It may be as a crew, no? Like, because they also are pretty close to the crew, to some people on the crew, so.
Yeah, it could be a crew as well.
Anything else that's been going on? I've been sort of out it these last few days, weeks. I don't know.
I haven't been much on Twitter and others, so I don't know. It's fine.
Except from that, Yachin Karadin has been cast.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And she is ripped. Holy smoke.
Like everyone.
Yeah.
I need to run from those.
You can find.
See, I love to talk about representation, but with Wheel of Time, I'm gonna start to ask for representation for average-looking people. Because it's unfair. All of them look hot.
Yeah. Well, we can easily undo that. They just have to cast me as some normie in the background in every inn.
I'm just saying, if they need twins at some point, I'm there. And my twin would be done. So yeah.
Let's see. Just looking at Joe's comment saying that stream not loading anymore. Yeah, let us know if something's not working.
Is anyone else experiencing this issue?
I think it's...
I'm seeing it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can see it, right?
I can see
On
it.
your phone.
Yeah.
Feels like it's a bit...
Yeah.
behind. No, I think it's working for me.
Yep, it's working on my side. Sorry about that, Joe. Time to upgrade your internet.
You can have Aginor here build you a computer.
I'm gonna have to build a computer in like 10 days and for my little sister, and I'm slightly stressed out about that despite having already built one for me.
Well, I never built fancy ones as Aginor does with water cooling system and just the normal stuff. I hate the reflection of the lights in my glasses.
That's why I'm not wearing mine, so I'm squinting instead.
Yeah, but squinting doesn't help. It's all fuzzy. You're all blurry now. So
I don't want to be blurry.
So do you build your computers from scratch as well, Camille?
Yeah, during the pandemic, it's a pretty fancy, colorful one.
Nice.
But I'm not gonna move the camera just to show you all. It's fancy. It's a lot of lights, a lot of stuff that I'm not using also. It's like, you know, when you spend a lot of money to build something that is great and then you never play with it. That's me.
I mean, building it is part of the fun, right?
Yeah, it's part of the fun.
Journey before destination.
It's just like for my little sister, it's like we're trying to build a very cheap one because she's a student.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, does a motherboard like as Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or this kind of thing? Do we need to add more components to that? And I'm a bit scared about some stuff, but that's gonna be fine. And like, she doesn't know anything about technology, and her fiance, oh shit, no, he's his fiance. Fiance doesn't either. So they're gonna be like assuming that it's my day job, and I'm just like, no, I'm a software engineer. I write stuff on the computer, and sometimes it works, but I don't build it. I don't do hardware. So yeah. Anyway.
So we want to jump into our Flickr.
Yeah, that's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Since we didn't have an intro, let's see if this works.
Yes.
It is believed there are worlds where a year is only a day here, and others where a day is a year here. There's supposed to be worlds where the very air would kill us at a breath, and worlds that barely have enough reality to hold together.
No, so it's not working. Something's wrong with StreamYard, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
it works
Did
on
we
my
get-
side.
I mean, it worked for like 15 seconds, but it
Yeah.
doesn't show the whole video.
No, that's
So yeah.
I think the preview stopped, but did it actually work live?
I think so. Right?
So it could be that it actually worked, but we couldn't see it.
Oh, I could see it, but only for like
But
the
and
first
then
15
stop.
seconds.
But did it also stop on the live stream, or did it just stop for us?
It stopped on the live stream too.
Okay,
No.
yeah,
No. So
Yeah.
something's up.
something's up.
Something's up.
Um,
It's fine.
Oh well. Bubble of evil.
Bubble of evil.
Technology.
Bubble of evil. Okay. Do we have the banner for?
What if Perrin was a dragon reborn?
Yes.
That's a pretty big if.
Yeah. So I guess first one would need to decide if like, is he still Perrin with like the three boys still have their respective powers, or do we just swap Rand and Perrin with their abilities? But that
So the
Yeah.
thing is that the Dragon Reborn is Luthsterin reincarnation, who was a very strong channeler. So I'm assuming that Perrin must be able to at least channel.
Yeah.
Now, would he have both the channeling abilities and the wolf's abilities?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. That'd be badass. But at the same time,
Yeah.
Luthsterin Thelemon was not a wolf brother. So that's also the thing. Is that something that is transmitted through different, like between reincarnation or not?
Right,
It would
I
be
think
very,
it would be more powerful.
it would be very funny for Rand, the sheep herder, to also be a wolf brother.
because I think if like Perrin was just normal Perrin, but the Dragon Reborn with like the same ability, and he couldn't channel, he'd be pretty fucked against all the Forsake. Then again, if he just fought like in the Wolf Dream, like no, you'll come to me in the Wolf Dream, and then he can do all the. It's just a weave.
I mean, to me, if he's a Dragon Reborn, he has to be able to channel.
yeah.
Feels like it would turn into Nightmare on Elm Street. So Perrin visiting the Forsaken's dreams and messing them up.
But how? It doesn't really need to channel to face the Dark One. Does he?
What about Kalendor?
What do you need, Kalendor? I don't know.
I mean, if you want to seal the Dark One again, you need some channeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
That's true.
I think he has to be able to channel.
So no channeling, we just lose.
I'm not sure if it's necessary, even if he's still a wolf brother or not. It's just to me that would be just a cool accessory to his character. I think the fundamental bigger difference is Perrin's character. He's very cautious. He is very still on the outside, always thinks everything through, makes him a bit inactive at times. That's the biggest difference to Rand, I think.
Yeah. I think, for example, if Perrin still has the Wolf Brother ability while also being the Dragon Reborn and a channeler, one part that will still come out a lot would be his relationship to anger and like his fit of rage. And how would that work with the one power, and especially with how kind of addictive the power is and how tainted it is for the man? I'm curious whether they would have like a very bad reaction between the two if they would like just amplify one another.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, Rand already has a pretty big aversion to the one power. And I think Perrin with the one power would have an even bigger aversion to using it at all. I mean, he doesn't even want to use an axe as a weapon. He's big cautious guy, and I don't think he would channel very much at all, even if he could.
Yeah, I think he would fear too much to cause too much harm. Which could make him very inactive.
Would Perrin have a list, and would that list be gender-based, or would it be a list of everyone who died because of him?
Everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
Probably everyone.
Not even dying, I think.
Thanks, Buzz.
There's a very interesting comment from Sanule. I don't know if you can show it, about how Rand could still be the Karakan and possibly still be a channeler. And I think that would be very interesting to have the dynamic of within the 5 of Amon's Field to have everyone but Matt being a channeler. And
Yeah, well, you could get rid of Taim, right? You could give Rand the Black Tower.
oh yeah, that would be a very interesting plot for Rand.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think, I mean, the prophecies would be different, right?
Yeah, everything would be different.
Well, I think more prophecy says that the Koramor and the Karakan is the Dragon Reborn.
I mean, the prophecy don't really say that they are the same
Right,
person.
but it isn't said. Yeah, he is. It's just.
It
because-
ended up being the same person, but I think it would be a very interesting twist to have multiple prophecies from
Right.
different people, different group of people, and not all of those prophecy having the same leader. I think it would be a very interesting twist to me.
We already have that, right? With the Prince of Ravens.
Yeah, but the Prince of
But
Ravens
it's not-
doesn't have that much of an importance. Like,
No, but-
Ascensions are not looking for the Prince of Ravens. for
No.
example. Meanwhile,
True.
like, both the Sea Folks and the Aiel are very much
They're
looking
looking
for the Koramor and the Karakan.
Karakan, yeah.
Would the Aiel still be the people of the dragon?
They would not send if Rand is also channeler and the Karakan.
No.
I mean,
I guess Perrin would then need, if Rand has the same backstory, Perrin would definitely then need Rand to get like the Aiel behind him.
yeah,
But they all work together anyhow in our story. They are drawn together. Those flashes of rainbow when any one of them think of another one that we've got later in the books.
Yeah.
it's just that the Aiel, instead of having their N+1 being the Dragon Reborn, it would be their N+2.
So like the wolves would be the people of the dragon.
Oh,
Would they take the stone of tear?
And-
wolves trying to scale the walls.
And I think the stuff about Perrin raising the flag of Manetheren would be even more heavy in this story.
So he would have the banner of Manetheren, the wolf head banner, and the dragon banner, and the lights banner.
Yeah.
All
Lot
the
of
banners.
You can make a cloak.
Yeah.
But would Perrin still go to the Two Rivers if he knows that is the Dragon Reborn supposed to unite the world? Or would he send someone else to the Two Rivers?
I think he would go. If he knows his family is in danger, he would always go.
I mean, you could unite the world by.
That's his biggest weak spot.
I mean, is it so? Like, his family just died off screen very quickly, and it's like we find out about them while we are learning about their death, more or less. I don't think he comes back because of his family, because all of this, like, all of the Edmond's Field folks are like knows that it's a shit show in the Two Rivers, and it's because they have other responsibilities that they cannot go. Like, Rand would like to go, but he cannot. And Matt knows that he has to go to Meridian. So the two of them are off. And Perrin is the only one that has nothing to do, so that's why he goes. But if he had other responsibilities, would he be able to go? Or would he stick to his responsibility and send someone else? And in that case, who would he send there?
I don't know, because Rand still would need to go to the waste, and Matt as well, if they're
Yeah.
if he's still the Karakarn. I don't know what Perrin would do but I guess he would go to the waste then as well, maybe.
I mean,
He wouldn't go to Meridian. Or maybe he'd still go to the Two Rivers or
so
go.
when you think back to the Shadow Rising and the 300 pages it takes to leave Tyr, Moraines very much wants the Dragon Reborn to lead Tyr against Ilian because they know there's a Forsaken there. And Red cannot because he goes through the Redstone door and figure out that he has to go to Meridian. And so he can become the Karakan for the Ail. If Perrin is not the Karakan, despite being the Dragon Reborn, even if he goes through the door, which he did not in the books, he probably would not have to go to the waste. So in that case, would he go to the Two River in a kind of a selfish thing, selfish consideration to save his family, save his village? Or would he follow what Moraine wanted, which was to go against the other Forsakens?
Maybe. And the Two Rivers would be a bit fucked. Or maybe Fane would just leave when he realizes they're not coming.
Yeah,
he probably wouldn't leave people alive.
But you can't control Fine.
No.
and I mean, if Perrin is the Dragon Reborn, would he even kill the White Cloaks? And in that case, would there be any White Cloaks in the Two Rivers?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
many things to think about.
Will he it's like from the start
Well-
even, will he chase after Kalendor on his own? Will he?
Well, he does when the White Cloaks are getting killed. In our story, Rand doesn't know he is the Dragon Reborn yet, so Perrin wouldn't know at this time either, I think, and they get captured. I think that that would turn out the same. The killing of the White Cloaks and meeting of Elias.
Bella might not have been able to keep up. But if Rand still channeled, then he's the one that gives Bella some extra energy to run.
So I think if both Rand and Perrin could channel, I think the dynamic between them would turn out a bit different. They could talk to each other and help each other and form some sort of dynamic relationship that improves how they talk to each other and help each other.
Yeah.
So I don't think Rand would go off or Perrin would just go off on a solo mission. They would try to gather this strength together and do something.
Yeah, because Rand is like, I need to shut everyone out because I'm just gonna hurt them. But they can be like channeling buddies.
Yeah. And it's like interesting because even Rand, for example, is not someone that wanted to lead, and he ends up having to learn how to be a leader a lot earlier than the rest of the Edmund Fields folks, because he's the Dragon Reborn, and very early on he's like, oh, you're gonna have to lead the world against the Dark One in the last battle. And Perrin ends up learning how to be a leader with everything going on in the Two Rivers and later, but like it takes him a very long time not to be mad at just a wolf banner. So I'm curious whether being the Dragon Reborn would have accelerated his path to leadership, and whether Rand would have ever gotten any sort of leadership.
He would,
Depends.
as a Karakarn, he would have to take a sort of leader role.
I guess the Karakan could be what the Trevor was for Perrin in the books.
Yeah. Or he would be in charge of the Black Tower.
Yeah, but that's even later in the books.
Yeah. But that will make it difficult to lead, to be the Karakan and be the leader of the Black Tower. So maybe we will get Taim nonetheless.
I mean, maybe Perrin asked him to get the Black Tower business going, and then Rand did not like being the leader of that tower, so started relying more and more on Taim, and then you get a relationship between Rand and Taim that is a bit closer to the books, which makes the betrayal even harder, I guess. It's like, when you're trying to lead something and you have an advisor that takes more and more space in thing, and then at the end of it you realize that the advisor is actually the asshole.
Yeah.
So do we think that Matt would have like more or less the same story arc, or how would that dynamic change? He would have two people to be like, oh no, they're men channeling, I need to get away.
Or Matt could be part of it as well. I mean, if Perrin is the Dragon Reborn, he could rebuild Manetheren in the Two Rivers and have his focus in the west. And then Rand going off to the Aiel, being the Karakarn. And then we have Matt being the Koramor.
Oh gosh.
So we have a big trio. And they could each solidify their basis of operations against everyone.
Matt would just see Boone.
Imagine,
yes, I am the Koramor.
imagine,
Then they could reunite the world that way.
Imagine Gambler Matt on a ship with half-naked women.
Yeah, no, I don't want to imagine that. One thing that was making me think about is if Matt has literally his two best friends being channelers, would he change how you think about channelers? Because he's especially in the Great Hunt, he's pretty much an asshole to Rand. And later on with his story with Ascensions, I mean, despite having basically 3 of his friends being channelers, it still tolerates what the Sentients are doing to channeler. And yeah, I'm curious whether having all of his friends being channeler would change that, or if he would still be, yeah, they're having some damage, whatever.
Maybe he would feel left out and become more bitter. Like, why am I the only one? I don't know, or maybe he would just run even faster for the hills. Let's see, we have a question in chat. What if
I love
we're-
that question. We almost should put it in the on the wheel.
Yeah.
We
I think
should.
that's-
We should,
Um,
because that's a good one.
But put it on the wheel.
Will we get a Darth Perrin?
A Darth Perrin.
I mean, I feel like we also kind of have one in the books.
I mean, he chopped off a guy's hand, so
Yeah.
it was a bit of a Darth Perrin moment.
I'm sorry, all of the boys of the Trevor are just super emo on some aspect. So, yeah.
They just need a hug, or
4. 4 hugs.
50.
I just want to sit here and listen to my chemical romance. Leave me alone.
I'm really, really curious how the madness will interact with him being a wolf brother.
That would be weird, right?
It
He's
just,
already hearing voices and seeing stuff from the wolves, and then
and also like when he becomes the wolves, he'll kind of lose control of himself. Like Perrin is basically a berserker,
Yeah.
and a berserker who can channel. Imagine what he could do with the power when he completely lose control. How easy would it be for him to lose himself to the madness?
So Perrin would hear Luther in his head, but then what would Rand's madness then be? Because he wouldn't be hearing him
Oh, that's interesting.
and wouldn't be taught stuff.
maybe
I mean, it could be something like everyone is trying to take advantage of you, or like being very suspicious of everyone. It's typical like madness, paranoia thing.
Is it
just a thought.
Dagger Rand? No.
Dagger.
Rand would go through the I think that's better. Rand would go through the glass columns nonetheless, right? If he's the Kara Khan.
Yes.
Maybe he is his madness could be being haunted by the RA origins and the betrayal of these origins.
Yeah, could be Ail related.
Yeah.
Rand's world story could be a lot more focused on the Ail and what it means for him to have lost kind of this part of his heritage just from not growing up here and trying to become more of an Ail. While in the books, like Rand knows that he's supposed to be an Ail, but he doesn't have the time to really learn their culture and try to belong to that culture because he knows he has so many other things to do. Maybe his focus would be a lot more to try to be very much a part of it.
Yeah, how often he insults the maidens without knowing he's insulting them. When he wanders off alone to protect them, and they get mad on him because of that.
His
Because
madness
he
was
doesn't understand his origin and the culture of his heritage. Yeah.
his madness would be like just an imaginary maiden just saying, "You have toe. You know nothing, Randall Thor. You have toe."
You have so much toe.
Where's the tow truck?
The toe rock. Any other aspects? There are a million aspects, of course, to this.
Yes, that one is a big one, but it is a very interesting one. I'm really liking to see the possibilities.
I think that would make Perrin lean into the whole being Thor, right? Hammer and being able to channel, call thunder.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
He would be Thor.
Imagine Perrin finally breaking out of the box at Dumai's world and going totally mental, losing himself in berserker mode, and Dumai's world is bad when you think about it for itself, but with Perrin going absolutely batshit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone could survive this.
I also have a question. If both Rand and Perrin can channel, would there be any sort of doubts about who is the Dragon Reborn between those two? Would there still be people that are saying, no, it's Rand's Dragon Reborn, or no, it's Perrin? Would there be some complication with respect to that?
Yeah, probably. Because according to the books, there's only one. So the other one must be a false dragon and must be stilled.
Yeah, would they actually allow to have both Rand and Perrin being channelers?
So probably not, right?
I mean, Rand puts out the amnesty, but that's quite far along, right?
Yeah, but if someone would come for Rand and try to do him harm, I think Perrin would protect him. Well, it depends on how he thinks of that at the moment. Yeah,
who would be the strongest of them?
Gentling him could protect him from getting mad, because we don't know that at one point in the story, Nynaeve will pure madness.
Could Rand actually be steeled and like gentled and then healed later on by Nynaeve?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That would work.
Gosh, that'd be so fun.
Also, when we get to then we would have Lanfear going after Perrin instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be interesting.
And also that could be with respect to the Great Hunt, because so in the books, Rand end up in the mirror world with Lanfear, and Perrin end up following the horn because of the wolf abilities. But if Lanfear is dragging Perrin to the mirror world without Rand, and Rand stay on the other side,
they still have Hurin.
Yeah.
Well, depends on whether Hurin is with Perrin or with Rand. Because in the books he goes with Rand, so then Perrin has to take the lead in how to follow Thane. But yeah, maybe Hurin would stay with Rand, and in that case you just follow Hurin, whatever his name is.
But imagine a standoff between Lanfear and Fail. That could be interesting.
And would you have Berlin as well?
Fail?
I'd like to see that now.
Would you add Berlin to that equation?
Mm-hmm. Would Perrin actually have a throuple with Fail and Berlin?
So, parents.
I mean,
ladies
it could be a perfect triangle, because it could be a perfect triangle, a perfect throuple, because, like, honestly, Fail and Berlin, there's too much tensions between the two of them. They should just kiss it out and I don't know. I'm sure things will go a lot better after that.
Sharing is caring.
So would Rand still end up with Elaine and Avienda? Would he like fall into the garden and all of that? I mean, he probably still would, because at that point, not much of the Eye of the World would change, except like maybe the ending.
Yeah, the ripple effect would, because Elida wouldn't have her foretelling,
Right.
because he isn't the Dragon Reborn.
But he's still a tavern, so he's still
Yeah.
important. I'm curious with so I feel like Rand could have gotten a relationship between like Elaine, Avienda, and Min, but would, for example, Elaine stick to Rand after like they're separated? And same thing with Avienda, considering he's not the Dragon Reborn, and yes, he's a friend of the Dragon Reborn, but there's a lot less interest in, I don't know.
Yeah,
Avienda
but-
still has, it's still the Karkan for Avienda, but
Yeah.
Yeah, and sharing sister wives is a common practice under Ariel, so that's not the biggest problem for Avienda to share men with.
I'm just saying that Rand should just focus on me, and Avienda should move on from Rand and just get with Elaine, and that's it.
That's where you're going. Sorry.
I'm all
That's
for
where
it.
I'm going. Yep.
Wouldn't also depend on when this is revealed. I think if we work on the premise that Rand is the Dragon Reborn, but he really isn't, and then at a later stage we get Perrin introduced as the Dragon Reborn, and somehow Perrin has just been working in the shadows all along, like from behind the scenes. I mean, not the actual shadows, because Perrin is there at the end, but in the wolf dream. So I mean, he's in all the right places, or could be. So I mean, we could work as if Rand is the Dragon Reborn, but he isn't. He's just the Karkan. But Perrin all along has been able to channel and do all these things.
So Rand will be a decoy
He's a decoy. He's a decoy.
throughout the series until like a Memory of Light.
Maybe.
Surprise, Shaitan.
And then Perrin just jumps out from the wolf dream and finishes the job.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Perrin would handle the whole ideological battle with the Dark One. Like, how does Perrin imagine his little perfect world that he? Yeah.
Everybody's a wolf.
I will reshape the world with no humans and just wolves.
Or make the whole world a fur convention.
Maybe.
Welcome to Canal Street. Yeah, I think. But would we get the dragon piece?
So many questions.
I mean, I guess that's a piece that Perrin could make.
Yeah, but not with the Aiel.
Yeah, I mean, Rand is still Perrin's friend. Like, Rand would have kind of the same position for the Aiels than Egwene has for the White Tower.
Yeah, true. You don't have to. Yeah, but then Rand would have to still be with Avienda, because Avienda has the premonition of what is coming.
So they can be friends. They don't need to fuck. I'm sorry, I'm very pro Avienda and Elaine. And I'm just very much hoping that the show is going to do something about that. You don't talk about your bestie boobs like that without it meaning something. I'm sorry to say.
I agree.
That's fair.
Then she wouldn't have like the visions of the all-powerful dragon babies. Like
Dragon babies. But
Yes,
they
you're
have
right.
wings.
But yeah, she can still like see a bleak future if you don't get the dragon space.
Yeah, or Ren could have it.
Since we were talking about dragon babies and I made a joke about wings, do we actually have a question on the wheel about whether, like, what if there were actual dragons in the Wheel of Time and not just like, you know, it's a mythical creatures that doesn't really exist there. But
I don't
what if
think
there
we
were
have.
actually dragons?
I'll add it.
Thank you, because I like dragons.
So what dragons are we talking about? Well, that's to discuss then. Well, stop it. Yeah, because there are
We
two
have the
kinds.
Rockin and Torockin, but
Yeah,
they're like Wyvern.
Yeah, but there are two kinds, right? It's the wise and intelligent dragon who's able to speak, or there is the mythical beast dragon.
You
Which
can
is-
have a wide range of dragons.
Yeah.
Depends on how well they roll on their intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been.
We will discuss this when.
It will come up.
Yeah.
One of these
Sooner or
days.
later, maybe next week.
Yeah. We're
It
only
will
on
depend on the
episode
wheel.
13.
I think
13?
it's interesting how many facets this question offers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we've been talking about it for like 40 minutes almost.
Yeah.
37
So,
minutes. Which I
do
think
we
is
wanna,
the longest we've done.
Just leave it here, and do another flicker, or
Do we
Yeah.
have anything interesting? Do we have anything else interesting about it?
We would have to ask at least the final question: would the light win?
I think the light could win.
Yeah.
Potential, yeah.
I don't think it's an automatic fail, at least.
Yeah.
I'm very optimistic. For me, it's
I mean, they
What?
might be communicating better. There's
Communication in the Wheel of Time. What if there were communication in the Wheel of Time?
it will be a 300 pages book, and it will be done.
Yeah.
If Nynaeve had a gun in the Wheel of Time, it would be 200 pages.
They should have invented guns.
Well, they do,
Yeah.
sort of.
It's just a weave, shaitan.
oh, okay. I think we should
on.
do a
This is not the creation you are looking for, Shaitan.
spinny.
Breaks the
This
wheel.
works at least. Oh,
What if Matt didn't kidnap too? Well, that's a good question.
so would she have been like left in the palace and like tied up, and she would have met the same fate as Tylen, getting like killed by the golem, maybe?
She was rolled up into a carpet, right?
Yeah.
And then, so if Matt
I mean-
just left her in the carpet.
I mean, Tynan got killed because the golem was specifically looking for Matt in Matt's room.
Yeah.
He probably he may not find Tuon, typically.
No.
What I'm curious about is that whether Matt would still have mentioned the wife thing, and whether that would have pushed Tuon to actually go after him.
Mm.
I think she would send someone after him nonetheless because she's embarrassed by
Yeah.
getting rolled up in the carpet, and you can't do this to the future empress of the Shonshan Empire. But they would try to kill Matt, so that would be.
So why exactly does Matt kidnap her again? Is that just because Matt doesn't want her to tattle?
Yeah, and I guess also because he realizes that she's the daughter of the Nine Moons.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but like it doesn't kidnap her for romantic, like
No,
for romance.
But
no, but he knows that he's destined
try
to
to
marry
in some
her.
kind of way.
I don't know.
So in that case, why would he not kidnap her? Is that because he said "fuck fate"?
Yeah, maybe. It's like, no.
He doesn't want to
No.
marry.
That would be a Matt thing
Jeez.
to do, right? Is
Run,
Nope,
run
nope.
away.
She's the daughter of the Nine Moon. Let me go very far away.
Matt would be very mad, indeed.
Yeah.
It
He
would
always
be a
tries to
character
run
just
away at the beginning, and still until Ibudar, he's so often forced to do what's right and what he doesn't want to do because he just wants to get away. Later, Matt is not a Matt, I think. He gives up everything he has to save anybody who is important to him.
No. I mean, he still grumbles about it, but
Yeah, he rambles about it. He complains.
but who doesn't? I feel him.
so what actually happens with Matt and Tuon?
They
I don't remember.
they join the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And travel.
They go into hiding in the circus.
Yeah. And I feel like if Matt did not kidnap Tuon, the circus plot probably would not have worked because the Senshin would have sent people after him a lot faster while knowing who he is.
So
maybe
Matt didn't kidnap Tuon. He would be kidnapped by Tuon's guards and brought to Tuon, right?
Or killed.
potentially, yeah. I mean, it depends on what Tuon would want. I think she's intrigued enough to ask for a kidnapping and not a killing.
Yeah.
Especially since he basically already said part of what consists
Wedding
in a wedding vow.
Yeah. I think
One
she's very
thing-
curious about him.
Yeah, I mean, she was curious about him even before because
Yeah.
of the Arthur Hawking thing. No, not the Arthur Hawking, because that she only learns later on, but like the Raven thing.
Yeah.
I think she
Yeah,
was.
because she knows the the foretelling from.
I mean, she before she reached
Or-
before she get to Edouard or Ebudar, I'd never know where's the B, where's the D.
Edgar.
I did not understand what you said, so I'm gonna say Edouard and no Ebudar. Ebudar.
Buddha.
Before she gets there, she gets it's not foretelling, but it's like an omen
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
from
mention.
Damane, right? Or
I don't know if it's a Damane or if it's I don't think it's or maybe I don't know.
yeah, because
Or
she
someone.
puts on like the veil because she shamed herself by
Yeah.
like, hitting Damane or something. Something like that.
But she gets the omen before meeting Matt in the palace.
Yeah.
And it's basically what make her very intrigued by him while he's Tylin's boy.
Mm.
Yeah, Tylin. Fuck her. Yeah. One thing that I was curious I saw is that while Matt has kidnapped Turon and they are traveling together, there's also this world revolution on the sentient side, and would have Turon died during that. Like, because there's an active plot from the Forsaken to kill everyone at the head of the Empire, and the only reason Turon is not killed is because nobody knows where she is.
Yeah.
Right.
And would the Shanshan join the forces of the light for the last battle?
I mean, it depends. If she's dead, no.
Yeah.
If she managed to make it through, maybe. Like, you could have a scenario where Matt get actually captured a lot earlier after leaving Ebuda, and while Turon and Matt are meeting again, that's when the assassination attempt happened, and then they both run away together late, like, because of that. You could have something like that.
Yeah.
Then make it work.
But will this affect the bigger picture?
I mean, if that happens in that way, probably no. Because I do think like Tuon would be able to get back the sentience at some point, because she still has a few people loyal to her there. If she gets killed, then they lose the sentience for the last battle.
Yeah.
And that's very dangerous because the sentients have that many.
Yeah.
So
And just like them not fighting would also be devastating.
yeah, but like I don't think they would be neutral in that war.
Probably
I
not.
mean, maybe they would not be fighting with the Dark One, but what would happen is that while they are fighting against the Dark, they would just be colonizing everything.
Yeah.
Well, they have Samiraj, right?
Yeah.
So they might, if Tuon gets killed, maybe her plot will work.
She would be the Empress. Maybe what would happen. Gosh, what's that? What's the name of the people that Demandred?
The Sharons.
The Sharons. Yeah, maybe the Sentient would be another Sharons in the last battle.
Yeah, they would join forces.
Yeah, because the Sharons also have channels, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not leashed. They're not leashed. They're not slaves.
I mean, they're not free.
No, they're under Demandred's reign, but they are not like the Manis.
No.
Right? If I remember correctly.
So this could be a turning of the wheel where the Shanshan takes over the world. So the light wins, but you're occupied by the Shanshan.
It depends. If the Sentient end up fighting behind Semirage in the last battle, then no, the light is screwed.
Yeah.
But if Turon stay alive and is able to keep the Sentient, then I don't think it would change anything to the last battle.
Imagine, remember how much impact the arrival of the Sharons made on the last battle. They nearly lost because of that. And then
it was such a bullshit thing to have. I am sorry. I'm still not over that random group of people that we never talked about or almost never talked about.
Yeah.
Suddenly showing up for the last battle. It's like I actually have a TikTok of my twin reading the final book and be like, what the fuck is that? What is happening there? Why?
You could have done it, but you should have implemented it even in a subtle way, so it is a surprise what they are talking about.
Yeah.
But so you could have a few chapters following the Mandrit, gaining control over a country, and even be secretive. That is Shara, and what it's like. You could have kept that all secret, but so well now here we are.
He does talk about it with Grendel at some point, and like, oh, got these things from Shara or something. I one of their conversations.
Yeah, but it's very out of thin air, their arrival there, and that he's Bow the Wild, and I think it raises the stakes for the last battle, yes, but it's like a magic trick. Let's pull the rabbit out of the hat. But having the forces of light face the Shaunchen and the Sharans, they wouldn't have won.
No.
I just realized that the Sharans
and the Lords, yeah.
So the Sharans are on the east of everyone, right?
Yeah.
So they're basically just the same men from the east than in the Lord of the Ring. Like, you know, those guys that show up with boats in and they are literally the same.
Yeah.
Same people that show up at the last minute, and anyway.
Kind of weird, kind of tribal.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I was like, I feel like in the movies, like in the Lord of the Ring movies, the men of the East got even more development than the Sharans. And then I was thinking about the map of Renland, and I was like, but the Sharans are the men of the East. So yeah, anyway.
For the Russia.
Connecting dots.
Any other thoughts on this topic? Feel done with too hard. We want to do another flicker, or how are we feeling?
As you want.
I've got 20-30 minutes to spare, yeah.
Okay. We'll do a quick one, and then we'll see what we're getting for
next.
Or hopefully it might be
Who?
Who's rolling?
Oh yes, that's the guy. That's a Fail kidnapper within the Isle.
That's the one who helped Fail later on.
Yes.
Because he was in love with Fail, and she kills him.
He wasn't in love at first with her.
No, later on.
But they do develop a weird prisoner.
Lovers to enemies to lovers? Good old trope.
Yeah, but like there's enemies to lovers, and there's bad consenting, bad dynamics, bad everything.
Rowan was a bit obsessive. It's like,
I'm fine that he died. I don't want him to leave.
So we're done with the flicker.
We're done. Okay, bye. Have a good day. Good day.
I mean, I don't think it would have changed that much more than the fact that Fael sort of feels bad that he died.
While Perrin would have taken care of him. She just kills him to in my opinion, to save Perrin from the duty to do it, or to bother with him.
No, isn't it Perrin who kills him? But
It's Fail who kills him, right?
Here we go. Fail calls out to Perrin, causing Roland to hesitate, and Perrin smashes his head with a hammer, killing him instantly.
No, I mixed it up.
So if he lived, if Perrin smashed his head, but he didn't die instantly, he lived, but he now lives with a smashed head. Is that the question?
It just...
I mean, people have survived worse.
I'm sorry, the only thing that I saw on that page was the mention to Allianz, and I know nobody cares, but now that I know she was a bisexual queen, I'm like, yes, girl.
Well, maybe
Fail would have a bit of an easier conscience, and I think that's about it.
Yeah.
So they do the whole little ceremony for... It's like Fail and some of the Shafail.
Yeah, but like, so what if Roland lived? If the way he died was because Fail kind of had to make a choice between Perrin and Roland, and then kind of chose, like, basically ask Roland not to kill Perrin, because like if she called out so that Roland would have killed Perrin, that's basically kind of what happened. So if he lived, does that mean that Perrin died?
Nah.
Well, she could have. Yeah. It could have played out different, so that she warned Perrin of Roland and said he'd help me, but I'm not sure if Roland wouldn't try to kill Perrin anyway because he wanted to be with Fail, or he wanted to have Fail. And Perrin is in the way of that.
I don't think he's that much of a creep that he would like try to fight Perrin for her or something. I think he would maybe at some point accept, like, okay, no, she's with this dude. Unless he wants to become like brother husbands or something. I don't think either one would have liked that.
No. Well, Fail basically used him as a tool to get out of the Shidoken.
Yeah. I don't think it would have mattered that much either way.
I don't think Roland would have liked that. If he only realized he had been used, I don't think he would enjoy that much.
Let them all just move on.
It's fine that he died.
It's good that he died. Because, like, imagine if he had not died. Like, he would have been basically constantly hanging out with Fail.
With a half-smashed head.
He could have been healed.
He could have been healed or not smashed, basically. And like, there's already this weird dynamic between Perrin and Fail, where Perrin is like, Fail is very jealous of Perrin and Berelain relationship. And now you would have Perrin being very jealous of Roland and Fail relationship. And yes, the solution would be just throuple / polyamorous relationship between the four of them. But I don't know, I still feel like it's very weird because this is basically a kidnapper, and also we know how badly Jordan deals with romantic relationship, and I'm like, I'm so glad we didn't have to go through that.
Yes.
And I think we only Yeah.
Okay, we want to spin the flicker for next week instead.
Yes, let's
Yes.
do that.
That was a very short one.
Yeah, I mean,
we wanted a short one.
Yeah. And we
We have
got
to
one.
cover 40 minutes about everything. Or we
we
can't.
don't have a lot of big one anymore. We're gonna have to work on that.
Give us more flickers.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have enough for like 15 weeks or so, but
Yeah.
Ooh, what one is that? Ooh, I'm gonna have to be here next week. Yes.
You're going to type everything.
Mm.
Okay, so this
That's
is
gonna be a fun one.
Aginor is typing like a maniac.
Mistyping everything.
Hashtag no Tom.
Hashtag no Tom. And no Brian.
So next week will be a Camille episode.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, do we think the outro is working or should we just...
Let's try it.
Let's try it.
Let's
I
try
think
the
we're gonna
outro.
be surprised.
Can you put up your phone and see if it works live, or if it's just a preview that's messed up? Everything's messed up. Yeah, let's try it. See what
I
happens.
think it's
We
somehow
haven't
the
delayed
video
it.
stop after a few
We
seconds.
haven't
Something
done
like
that.
that.
Let's try it and say,
Okay.
Hide us all from the background. Like put us all like
I will delete everyone.
backstage. Yes, delete us
Yes.
all.
I'll delete us all.
Okay, thank you
Hellfire
everyone
us.
for watching this week, and stay safe in the Flickerverse.
See
Hopefully
you next week.
with a working StreamYard.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. See you.